Welcome to another Age of Empires forecasted game. We got in the color purple, playing as the French, is Bichang by Xia Maomao. Just like a small little wool, something like that. Doesn't make any sense. That's the only thing I can read here. And the red, in the color red, playing as the Chushi's Legacy. That one is too hard for me, so I will just leave you as the Chinese player. China against France. How are you doing? We got a special match today. We got a new versus the old civilizations. And it's not any new one. It's a civilization that most people believe it's kind of busted. Just because you can have so much military with the Chuginus at the early stages of the game, which is a great unit in feudal, and also a great economy behind it. So it's a civilization that is a little bit creepy. Let's see if the French will manage to hold their push, or what are they gonna do? I'm not exactly sure what are they gonna do here. Just because, you know, we already know the French. The French already are gonna go for knight. They're gonna go for harassment, and then they're gonna go on the side in a second town center. Alternatively, they can just go harass and keep harassing and invest more into military and, you know, be kind of like all in, right? Just with one town center. It's also a possibility. There we go. We got early wheelbarrow going for the French already, meaning he will be playing the economic game for a while, apparently. What Chushi's Legacy, remember, Chushi's Legacy gets one imperial official for free as soon as they start, but they cannot create them from the Imperial Academy just because they don't have that. So they will need to sacrifice a villager to get an imperial official if they want to get one. So we will see how usually this matchup plays. It's because if it was regular Chinese, where is the meditation card? If it was regular Chinese matchup, will be like, okay, like I'm just gonna protect myself, I'm gonna boom, and if I've survived the French push, then I will be in a good position. And in this case, we're talking about a completely different civilization, which can be very aggressive in feudal. So we got meditation gardens already here, gets the food, gets the wood, gets the gold. Pretty nice spot actually. It's very hard to get 4 of them. You could arguably put it here, but you won't have the food, so I believe this is a pretty good place. Also close to your base in case your enemy decides to do some harassment. Still, they can just stand up here and block your income. If you don't know about it, meditation gardens give you passive income, like depending on the resources that are around it. But if your opponent stands up here, then those resources are drastically reduced. So you can just put the scout here, and in a way you can just reduce your opponent's economy just by doing nothing, just by standing up there, even without attacking. So already Chushi's Legacy in the feudal age. Meanwhile, in the French, it's gonna be the School of Cavalry. Gonna get that nice early Royal Knight. Oh, we see Yangnam Tower going for the Chushi's Legacy. Very, very interesting. So with that, you will have Song Dynasty. And all the buildings they have here, non-military buildings, they cost much less. So that's the power of the Song Dynasty here. I still don't know if I should say it like Song Dynasty or Song Dynasty. Just because I hear both of them. I don't know if one is like British, the other one is American English, but I'm not exactly sure about it. There you go, the knight will go out soon. A French player already going for a second town center really early, knowing that his opponent won't be able to send much military at the beginning. He's kind of safe to go for a second town center. No signs of second town center for... never mind, this is about to change. And we see the barracks. Remember, the Chushi's legacy has early palace guards, which can be quite good to harass. Actually, at the beginning, they run quite fast and they do some decent damage. But probably this is just a spearman, right? You want a couple of spearmen to protect the area that is exposed, which is this one, right? It's near the stone and the gold, but it looks like the spearman is not gonna get on time. The knight will charge into the villagers. Looks like the spearman will get just on time. Managed to attack the royal knight. Nice defenses coming from the Chushi's legacy. Now we don't see more knights coming from the French, meaning he's very focused on his economy. Did he put a second TC already? There you go. Second TC already. Semi-protecting the wood. Gets the deer. Very nice spot actually. Now what's the plan for these guys? Let's take a look at the villager count. Only 4, 5 on wood, 10 on foot. Looks like just gonna focus on getting his second town center. We got a little bit of a passive game here. Interesting. Usually you see the Chushi's legacy going all in these kind of cases. And we see the second town center is gonna be... Never mind. I confused it with the landmark. So now with the French with the second town center, you should be able to produce some archers, some knights, start harassing your opponent. Look at what he's doing. He's getting into the range of the meditation gardens so that he gets less income here. I don't know if he's in the range. It should be, I guess. Should be. No, he's not in the range, unfortunately. Should be just standing up here. And nice job coming from the Chushi's legacy, putting the spearman here, just in case his opponent decides to passively damage his economy just by standing up there. Even without doing any damage, you can reduce the number of the amount of income that this landmark gives you just by standing up here. And we see the archery range, meaning tribunes are coming into the field. Not enough knights to deal with them. Unfortunately, tribunes are not the best unit against the knights, but in enough numbers they can take out anything, honestly. See, towers going on here. Remember, in the Song Dynasty, they have discounts for the towers. Towers also count as not military building, so it's an outpost, also cheap. Palisade was... I'm not sure Palisade was cheaper, to be honest. I haven't checked. But the granaries are cheaper, and the farms are cheaper, so we should be expecting a farm transition coming soon from our Chinese player. It's a Chinese player, but both players are Chinese. I don't even know if it's like both players are Chinese. Just because I can just put a Chinese name, right? You will never know. And I'm not Chinese. But anyway, it looks like at least the purple one is. It's like because it doesn't make sense, and usually it's kind of like a proverb or something like it's. You will understand in context if you understand Chinese culture. The red one, I have no sure. It looks really complicated characters. That's the only thing I can say. So the mass of Tribune is starting to get a little bit dangerous. 11 already. Did he stop producing the Chuginus? I don't think so. Yeah, he stopped producing Chuginus. That's very interesting. Looks like he has a problem with food, and indeed he's just starting his farm transition. Although always a little bit of an awkward situation when you have a farm transition. Looks like this wall gonna get completed. The archer's not gonna be in place. He's not gonna spot that the wall hasn't been finished. It's just about time. The spearman went out, and the archers is like, oh, I don't want to fight those. It's like, oh damn it, oh damn it. I guess I just need to fight the archers. Yeah, they're gonna get dented here. Yeah, that's a problem when you don't put the that door there. You got more Shogunus coming from the Chuchi's legacy. You'll be mixing with a little bit of Spearman. There you go. A couple of Spearman coming here. Meanwhile, let's check the French base. Seeing two archer range, 2 more stables, 3 with the Lamar. A lot of units are gonna start coming into Chuchi's legacy base. Just keep in mind, he's already in a farm transition here, so he will be pretty in a very good spot when it comes to food resources. Even if the opponent decides to attack as the defender, you can just stay in your base and you have your food. You still have plenty of gold in your base. Still have plenty of wood. Should be able to hold this up. It's like this mass is gonna gather in the east side of the map. Looks like they will try to break the wall here. +1 range armor coming from both players. Economic upgrades starting to get from the French player. No horticulture yet for the Chuchi's legacy, meaning his food economy. I mean, it's still good. You know, you have the granaries, so it's quite good. It looks like this wall is gonna go down. That villager going to repair it. It's not gonna be able. Actually, just in time. Our Shogun masses starting to get a little bit creepy. 45, 26. I mean, 26 already versus 11 knights. I will say this is a battle favored by the knights, not by the Shogunus. The Shogunus don't have +1 attack. This is a huge mistake. You're missing around 3 damage for each hit. Multiplied by the amount of Shogunus there it is, it's like 60 damage each. So you're fighting without... Well, somehow, it's still holding up. But the problem is... The knights are killing the Shogunus. You're losing your Shogun mass. You're already in 21. At least you get rid of the archers. Looks like this wasn't a really good fight for the Chuchi's legacy, but unfortunately, looks like he had no choice just because his opponent was gonna get inside the base. He needed to engage here. Looks like they're gonna escape, and indeed, that's the right call. You want to wait for your upgrades to be finished. More farm transition going for the Chuchi's legacy. Beautiful setup he has here. French also going for a farm transition himself. Interesting move here. Instead of getting more archers, he's gonna get more farms. I mean, they have the economy, right? Already 69 villagers. French already sitting with a considerable amount of villagers ahead. The problem is that Chuchi's legacy has the imperial officials, with they make everyone work harder. So these numbers are not they're not that distant to each other. Honestly, imperial officials doing a lot of work here. Get more Shogunus coming here. This time with +1 range attack. The story is gonna be different. Shogunus are gonna do so much damage here against those knights. Just need to start creating the mass, and eventually he will be able to one-shot those knights. If that's his plan. I mean, if there is any civilization that can deal with this Shogunus, it may be the French. Just because the Royal Knights are their immediate counter. Just because of their high HP, range armor, and attack against those light infantry units. They should have the advantage here. It's a big number of knights already, 14. Unfortunately, we don't see the knights going into harass into the economy. You can set a couple of knights here, can get a villager or two. He's playing very passively here, waiting for his number of archers to get higher. We see the classic setup for the French. Actually, now we know why he's not pushing. He's going for the Royal Institute on the side of the map. And looks like a Chuchi's legacy also gonna age up here. It's gonna be the Shaolin Monastery. The go-to landmark when it comes for the Chuchi's legacy in the castle age, just because you can get those relics And these monks are really damn good. They're pretty strong. So you can get those relics, send them along, and they should be able to deal with any kind of harassment as long as it's not too many units. And just because the Chinese build faster, looks like they're gonna be pretty even when it comes to aging up. Just a couple of seconds behind. Here you go, French. Aging up. Gonna be the Royal Institute getting those nice upgrades. It's gonna be veteran knights coming from the French. Shouldn't be able to engage into a fight yet. And we got the Royal Bloodlines. Increase the health of the cavalry by 35%. Jugunus already getting their upgrade pretty soon. That's the power of the Imperial official supervising the archery range. Now you got veteran Jugunus. This is no joke. 46 already. They can take down those knights, but these knights are already veteran, so they're gonna do quite a lot. They're gonna be very tanky here. They're gonna do much here. And you need the spearman to tank here. Veteran Jugunus not doing as well as they should be, just because they lose their charm in Castle Age, just because the units, especially the Royal Knights, have so much HP. Just need to kite, attack little by little, and eventually eventually they need to get back to their base, just because they don't have enough numbers to one-shot a knight already. Before they had, but that changed with the veterancy of the Royal Knights, and with that, Chuchi's legacy, it's taps out. Thank you so much for watching. This was Age of Empires 4. If you enjoyed this video, give me a like and subscribe to watch more Age of Empires 4 content. I'll see you in the next